Today, we need to make our mini-sub, the Seamoth, which means we can at last go off exploring and find out what the hell's going on this planet. So let's jump in. Oh, it's dark again.
This game would be really good in VR, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be very good in VR. Right, so we need to put our Seamoth back in our quick access list at the bottom. And because we've got a torch, which doesn't show up unless you're in the water. There we go. There you go. Look, see? We can now head on back. Pretty sure we came through this way. So you can go straight over the top, but it's always nice to go through a little cave. So we need to find... Hello, Mr. Sandchuck. Yeah. Stay away from my backside. Just need to keep looking. I think it can be as high as here. What's down there? So we've got a little bit of...
So the sandstone's quite round, isn't it?
It is round and browner. But it's... At this depth, it's not very common. You see, that's another pretty...
Is it usually deeper? Like 150 or something like that?
Yeah, you're right. About... Yeah, I think give or take it's around about 150. So at this depth we might struggle a little bit.
Sometimes it's in the grass, the red.
Yep, I have seen the odd piece down there. What you do find in the grass is quartz, which we don't need a massive amount of, but it's always good to have a few bits. There's another bit there. So 2 quartz make 1 glass. So we've got some salt, so I think I'll pick up another salt because we can make disinfected water again. Titanium again. Right. So we're going to find... Oh, so no.
Local scans show a nearby cave entrance,
Ooh.
depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental...
But you can't go down there, you've not got enough oxygen.
No, I'll go over here.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Okay,
lucky.
No, not so lucky.
No.
It was lead.
Oh, was it? Does sandstone give you lead as well, then?
Yeah. Sandstone will give you lead, silver, and gold. Right. So actually, that didn't work very well, did it? I didn't stay up long enough to top up my air.
Always in a hurry.
Yes, you've got to hang around here till that. There we go. Right, now we can go back down again. So, while we're here is a piece of wreckage from the ship we were on that's now scattered across the whole place. So here is a good example. If you remember, we've picked up a couple of bits for the laser cutter, and that's the door. Well, there's lots of them, but sealed doors we can laser cutter open. It's quite cool, actually, what it does. So, and we can also start scanning some of the bits. So we've got a bit of... Yeah, close enough, thank you. Wreckage
Picking
there.
up that rubbish again, aren't you, darling?
That is a bioreactor. So, again, kind of helps a little bit, doesn't it? But, scan very quickly. I thought for a second. Oh, I'm full. Oh. Is there anything to scan? Oh. No. Okay.
So you do get full quite quickly, don't you? Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
These
So
are
beautiful.
called, from memory, these are called reef backs, and they are quite amazing. I mean, so many aspects of this game are amazing, but that is just spectacular.
You can ride on the back,
You
can't
can
you?
pretty much stand on them. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to run out of air. Yeah.
Tricked you.
Yeah.
Tried to kill you.
Thanks very much. Sightseeing is dangerous in this game.
Sightseeing.
Brings a whole new meaning of a trip to the beach. There is a beach in this game. Haven't shown it yet, but we will be. Not much time for sort of sunbathing, but there is a beach. One other little thing I thought I would mention is that if you look at the spinning fan of the seaglide, you'll notice above it says power. It said 41 and now says 40. You will need a fair few batteries in this game, but one of the problems is, are we going to be able to get you? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, you little bugger. Where are you? No, I'm not saying no. Come here.
Come on, dinner.
Come on, dinner. God's sake. Where are you? I don't know if I got it or not.
Ran off.
I think it
Ran off.
Yeah.
It ran off.
It ran off.
It swam off.
Come here.
Yeah.
One. Oh, I know why. I know bloody why. My inventory's full. So even if I was able to grab them...
That happens a lot, doesn't it?
It does. Right, let's come off there. I don't think we are going to need a fire extinguisher, which I held for way too long when I started this game. I'm going to move that over there. We just don't need it, do we? Right. Let's go to the fabricator. Let's get rid of some of these resources. I think we might need... See how much we've got. Let's make a glass. We'll make a bleach. Which means we should be able to make some disinfected water. I think we need anything else. We do spend a bit of time going in and out of this and thinking, oh, it's lit up. There must be something, but quite often it's something you've already got. I'm just wondering whether... Let's just check in the inventory. What have we got? So we're pretty much full. Let's just go and have a little look at our little storage box. See, that's full already. So the harsh reality... Back to the fabricator and make another one. Again, we'll try and put it just closer.
You know, you said it lit up. Is that because of you've got the resources available?
Yes.
For something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for something. The problem is, though it's not a criticism at all, but I might just move a couple of those back, just so we've actually got at least two to make get rid of one of them. We do need lead for something, but there's only a couple of things you need lead for. I suppose we could. It's full, so again. So that's two full already. We haven't really done an awful lot. Okay, let's just go and check here. So, mobile vehicle bay. Without sort of stating what might seem obvious, but not necessarily, is it allows us to make vehicles. So you get bigger vehicles. The first one, I'm happy to say, which is the Seamoth. You can then make two other ones, which once we've got it, we can go in and have a look at the resources required. I think our priority needs to be to try and go off and do a little bit more scanning. So, have I got any food? Right, so we need to dive back in.
It's your housekeeping. It's very important, isn't it?
Housekeeping is...
You're absolutely rubbish here, but in this game you're amazing. Like checking, you've got water, you've got everything.
Yes, thanks.
It's amazing that the skills you have in this game.
Yes, if they were only transferable to real life. Come here. Now I've got some space. Don't change direction. Don't change direction. You little pig.
Oh no, look.
Oh! Get off!
What was
that
What's
vanished. That vanished. It literally just disappeared. Right, that's that one. I need to... this one here is quite interesting. I don't know if I've scanned it.
Oh, that's a weird one.
Yeah.
Shuttle bug.
Stay close. Stay. Thank you. You can't eat it. So it's of not much use to anybody except it looks pretty.
What was the last one that just tried to get us?
That's the stalker.
Can you not eat them?
You could try.
I really wish there was the harpoon in this game.
Yes.
You know, like some of them.
Funny. It's fun. What? I think we'll grab that. There. Where are we? Yeah, sign. Some of the. There you go. Look, there's one. And they do like a bit of salvage. They like to eat salvage. Would you just come here? I think I got it. I don't know if I did. Bit more. I'm not going to take any more titanium. We do need, but we've got some. It's just. Okay. There is a gadget that you can build that allows you.
Yeah.
Go. Yeah, I just pressed on the. I think it was the right-hand stick, which means you take a screenshot. Which happens quite a lot if you're frustrated and you're desperately trying to.
It's so hard though, isn't it?
Grab a
Catching
fish.
fish with a controller.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
It is harder. Okay, so I think we've got a little bit more titanium. I don't want to make it. I think we'll keep that for later. Right, copper wire. Actually, we can make copper wire because we have got a fair amount of copper. So we can now make our filtered water. I think we've got disinfected.
So when you go back to the fabricator, do you see the things that are lit up? So you know you've got the resources for them, and then do you make them straight away? Is that your?
Well, if
what
you
do?
yeah, I mean, if you look at the top one here, it's lit up. But when you go into it, what it's offering me is silicon rubber, which I've already got some of,
Right.
so I don't need to make any. And lubricant, again, I don't really need to make it, and I don't want to waste the creepvine seed cluster.
So do you go and check?
Yes. It becomes a habit, I think. I mean, it's like a standard O tank. We don't need a standard O2 tank because we've already got a high capacity one. So there are lots of things that you can just keep remaking. As I say, it's not a criticism. It's just, I don't know whether maybe the game could just be a little bit more aware of the fact that, yeah, why would you need another one of those when you've already got one? What I do need, though, on the slightly more important scale is, as I mentioned, if you look above the old spinny wheel of the Seaglide, we are running out of battery. So we need 2 of those, and we will have to go make the battery. I think if I get the... Actually, did I leave a bit of copper in here? Is that gold? That's gold, so that's of no use at the moment. So we'll do a bit of a swap. Gold in there. Copper in here. That will allow us to make another battery. So, we now have, theoretically, a full battery. 100 out of 100. So to change a battery over for an item, if you go over the item, again, different on PC, but on Xbox, you press X, you can either get rid of the battery you've got, look at the battery you've got, or swap it over. So why does that say? Oh, I know why. Yeah, 92. I'm in the wrong item. Let's go to the other one. If you do it in here, 16%. So we could change it over. At the moment, I'm just going to keep it till it runs out, and then we can have a little conversation about what do you do with dead batteries.
Yeah, what do you do with them?
I'm not telling you. I'll tell you when it runs out.
Eat it? Something like that?
Yes.
Make it into something else?
Just
make it into a spacecraft to get out of there? No.
Just thank you. Right, let's go back and do the food. And then I think we will go off and do a little bit of scanning. Let's just... Oh, no, we want that.
Seek
We want...
fluid in.
Yes, yes, I know.
So basically, when something's in storage, you put it into your inventory. That, and then put it into the fabricator. So you have to change it over from the storage.
You do, yes. You do indeed. You obviously...
Because I'm quite new to this, so...
Yes. You're limited on space.
Yeah.
So the big... Right, we've got 2 disinfected water, so that's quite good. So we could use one of them.
Vital signs.
Use one of them.
Stabilizing.
And we've got... tell you what, we'll do that. She's going to make me do that. Stick it there. So we've got a couple of backup medikits.
So you're putting those into storage.
Into storage.
So that it can make...
Well, they're just there in reserve. Yeah. So, like we've got 3 water in there.
Yeah.
Just in case we run back and we've got really low water, we could jump into that, pick up 2. That will add us back up to, what's that, 20? So that'll give us 40 water. And then we can get the usual message of vital signs stabilising, which you hear an awful lot. It's getting dark again. So...
Do you not like the dark then? You don't prefer the light
to
go in the light?
The general theory of the game is that bad things come out at night. How far down is that? It's still quite far away. What we need to do is to go and find some wreckage, really. What have we got here? Looks like a toilet seat. But it's not.
What was that?
That's a... I'm scanning this, whether you're going to kill me or not. Get off me. Too far over. Right. Let's get to the surface again. Actually, I don't really need to, but... So, food's okay. Right. Where are we? Where is my... The life pod? There. Right. Okay. So,
It's always best to do a 360, isn't it?
Yeah.
Find your bearing.
What I'm interested in, again, we've got plenty of this. There is always a decent amount of metal salvage around for you to pick up. That's 4 titanium. Right, now I think that's part of the bioreactor again. Yeah, okay. Now we can make a bioreactor. What's a bioreactor, I hear you say? Well, basically, you chuck crap in it and it gives you energy. And that will help you. Oh, that's pretty.
What is that?
I don't know if it's scan it.
100 meters.
Okay.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Right. Well, we're not going down there then.
Oh, so you can't go 100?
Well, you can. Yeah, you can keep going. The problem is at the moment, I think until you get the next level of air tank, you are... That's another... Again, maybe in a few videos' time, we might pick one of those up and stick it somewhere. No rude remarks, please.
You mean the creature egg?
Yeah, the creature egg, yes. Yes. So, now, there's a beautiful display of SubNautica's pop-up.
Oh.
And a stalker that wants to eat me. Where are you, stalker?
Run, get your knife out,
I'm going to
quick.
scan it. I'm going to scan it. Come on. Come here. Where are you?
He's just taking stuff. Look at him. He's taking...
Yeah, I'm going
He takes the rubbish like you do.
Yeah, he does, yeah. Oh, hang on. Right, so, as you can see, we're moving very, very slowly. Because... we might have the seaglide, but the batteries run out. So we need to swap it over.
It still moves though, doesn't it, when it runs out?
It does still move, but you lose 80% of...
Like my first car.
Yep.
Like cluck, 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 like a cluck
Yeah, that's
noise.
it, yeah. I think we've been here before, so I don't think we're going to get anything exciting. I think that's where we got the counter, which was tremendous.
I love that counter.
Yes. Maybe go and put it somewhere. Maybe when we've actually got something to live in. Right. What we need to do... I probably look like I am faffing around a bit here, but I'm on the prowl for more wreckage of the Aurora. And the reason for that is that we need to find blueprints for the Seamoth, which will be our first proper vehicle that we can actually get in. Once we've got that, that opens up a whole world of opportunities, because obviously at the moment when we're whizzing around the place, we're limited by the size of the air tank to how far we can go. Once you've got the Seamoth, you can climb in it, and you've got endless air. You do need energy to run the bloody thing, but you've got air.
We also need to do something about the fish.
Radiation's over. Quick. You will lose a little bit of health. Let's head back this way. Where's the Aurora? There. So if we head this way, Hello, Mr. Storm. There is an interesting little item that you get. Oh, okay. Radiation. That you get from the Stalker. We will need it to make something later in the game. It's quite a bizarre... So these are large quantities,
Seek fluid intake.
which you can not pick up, chip at, and do anything with without a certain piece of equipment, which we will obtain later. But it's quite cool. If you like a bit of drilling and a bit of mining, once we pick up that piece of equipment with an exceptionally strange name, then you can mine the hell out of anything.
But you need to watch your water.
Yes. And my health. I've lost a bit of health because of the radiation.
And yeah, you need to sort the radiation
it's
thing out.
daytime, so there we go. Right, I mean, to be honest, the health isn't a big issue, but let's just go and, well, we'll use one of them.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Thank you. Okay, so where is the... Right, we're going to go down here. We're going to see whether we can find another... That looks like wreckage. Now, are we going to get lucky? Well, it's quite a big... Oh!
Ooh.
Hey, easy. Okay.
What is that? Is that off the Aurora?
100 meters.
Or is
What's
it?
that?
Oxygen
Oh, that's... Oh,
efficiency decreased.
Propulsion cannon. So there aren't any weapons in the game as such. Oh. Hooray! One of three. Brilliant. We might as well scan this. We don't really need to, but it'll stop it coming up again. Oh, blimey. Right, okay.
Did it just bite you?
Yes.
Did you hear the crunching sound?
It sounded a little unpleasant.
Yeah, it did. It sounded like a crunching sound.
Yeah. We'll grab another salt while we're here, because then we can make more of the disinfected water. Oh, here we go.
There's another one, look.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
30 seconds.
Oh, right, and we're off. Right, let's do the order. I've done it again. Sometimes you press and it flicks you over to the wrong item, which in the case of the seaglide can be the difference between life and death.
You don't get very far on a fire extinguisher, do you, darling?
No. or the what's this one again? Oh, yeah, it's the repair tool. Yeah.
That looks like something from a dentist surgery. That does.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
Maybe that's what it was modelled on. Right, so we need... Am I going to get lucky? Oh, I think I am. Not with a knife. Right.
Is that the other part? You got 3.
Yay!
So you got it. Oh, wow.
Cool.
Blueprint
Excellent.
acquired.
That is fantastic. Obviously... Oh, and there's another bit in there, I think. Or is that something else? I think
looks like
that
it,
is another...
yeah.
So here's an example again. You'll just get... Oh, yes.
Oh, careful.
Yeah. The
Are we allowed to say what we call that?
well, Yeah, obviously you can because I'm polite and I won't say anything.
It's a penis fish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shaped remarkably similarly. Well, obviously not everybody's got one that looks like that. But it does spit at you, which is not great. Might need to cut that bit out.
Yes. Oh no, you don't. No.
Maybe not. Right, so let's head on back.
You're really excited about the Seamoth, and all I can think about is the fact that you need to do something about those fish.
30 seconds.
Otherwise, you're going to starve.
Fish. Yes. Yeah. Well, it's funny you should mention that.
Because you're not very good at catching them.
Well, actually, you're right. Yeah. No, it does seem to be not particularly high on my great SubNautica abilities.
Oxygen.
Yeah, I know, but I'm here. Look.
Okay.
There you go.
Man cannot live on fish alone.
No. No.
You can in this game.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's.
You have
there's,
to in this
there's-
game, don't
there's,
you?
There's no beer in this game. This isn't Fallout 4 where
Fallout 4.
you can actually get nuka beer. So let's get back and find out which resources we haven't got to make a sea. Oh, come on. Oh. Right. Thinking about it, I've just realised I don't think you can make. Let me just think this through. Let's just sort out. So we'll make the bleach. Sorts the water out. Make water. Yes, I've just realised something. We've got all excited about making the Seamoth. You can't make the Seamoth until you have unlocked the mobile vehicle bay, because you need that to make it.
Yes, yeah.
So,
Getting
that's-
ahead.
Yeah, we're getting slightly ahead of ourselves. All excited for nothing. Right, I think we'll end our SubNautica journey there today. Thanks for watching. Please throw us a comment or a question below. Click on the like, and why not keep up to date by subscribing in the bottom right hand corner. Thanks for now. Game Preacher out.